Kurz den Händler checken, bevor ich hier wegreise. Ich glaube, dann können wir hier wegreisen. Haben wir schon gekauft.
You've a discerning eye.
So, war's das jetzt mit der Karte? Jo. Dann zurück zum Versteck. Und hier alle Sidequests abgeben. So, wo fangen wir an?
Come back.
What do you recommend?
Don't tell me we've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
Still alive, are ya?
If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it. It'd better all be here. The stew's awful.
Oh, das ist auch bei uns.
Ah, the man himself. We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you. It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles? That'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
Oha.
To the bellows it is then.
Einige Zeit später.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Boah, sexy. Ich glaube, das ist das jetzige Schwert noch. Haben sie nur verbessert.
Sword to end all swords.
Oh, Ragnarök.
Ragnarök.
Oha.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive then?
This? This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarök.
Oh, reden die gerade von ihm.
Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like
Ultimate
yourself.
Schwert. Für den ersten Run.
I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had
Sag
something to
Ultima wird ein
celebrate.
Schwert. Lol.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Auftrag abgeschlossen. Götterdämmerung Bauplan. Oha, wird zur Erstellung des Schwerts Götterdämmerung benötigt. Und Ragnarök bekommen. 325. Nice. Götterdämmerung gab es auch in FF7 Remake. Da war das aber ein Zubehörteil, wo sich die Limitleiste automatisch füllt. War schon broken, das Teil. Götterdämmerung Bauplan freigeschaltet. Und da ist der Controller, ja. Kurz Controller wechseln. So, weiter geht's.
I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend of me, Clive. The best. What's that for you, dear?
Okay, was brauchen wir für Ragnarök? Für Götterdämmerung brauchen wir Ragnarök, 3 Orihalkums, wovon ich 2 Stück schon habe. Dunkelstahl und primitives Jagdhorn. Alles durch Hand zu kriegen. Krasser Scheiß. Ja, diese. Wahrscheinlich, oder ich hoffe, dass es dann Minimum 3 weitere Orihalkums irgendwie zu finden gibt. Weil für 2, für einen Ring und für ein Armband brauche ich auch Orihalkum. Nee, war eigentlich immer nur Damage. Immer nur Damage-Erhöhung.
Fine.
So, dann gehen wir hier schnell gucken. Schild von Marthas Rast. Und Schild der roten Karawane. Nice. Haben wir auch. Der Mut zu kämpfen, die Entstehung einer Gemeinschaft wie der Träger und Hüter in Eastpool war längst überfällig und ich bin stolz, dass es endlich hier bei uns in Rosario dazu gekommen ist. Das alte Herzogtum mag es nicht mehr geben, aber Lord Elvins Ideale leben in den Herzen vieler von uns weiter und durch Erfolge wie diesen wird das Feuer nach und nach auf andere überspringen. Es ist zwar nur ein Anfang, Clive, aber einer, der sich sehen lassen kann. Martha. Verloren und gefunden. Ich kann immer noch nicht wirklich fassen, dass Theo nicht mehr da ist. Jeden Morgen denke ich, ich sehe ihn sicher gleich in den Ställen beim Füttern der Vögel oder beim Packen der Fracht. Und jeden Morgen werde ich aufs Neue enttäuschen, es kostet mich all meine Kraft, nicht auf die Knie zu sinken und in Tränen auszubrechen. Trotzdem muss ich irgendwie weitermachen, aber das heißt nicht, dass ich ihn vergessen muss. Mein Bruder und ich haben alles, was wir hier haben, zusammen aufgebaut und solange ich die Karawane habe, wird er immer bei mir sein. Ich werde seiner gedenken, indem ich dem Beispiel folge, das er mir vorgelebt hat. Er hätte sich das sicher auch so gewünscht. Elois. Dann wir eigentlich hier lang am besten.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts? I've never had any.
Ja, ich habe so eine halbe oder dreiviertel Stunde. Mach ich mal einen Kaffee wieder.
Canva lost. It can't be true.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today? How was she?
With Canva in the hands of a cat.
Ah, Sid. Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
Good, thankfully. Here.
Ah, that's brilliant. Thanks a blimmin' million. I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away. present to you the Telemon Furnace. Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise. So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Auftrag abgeschlossen. Bald haben wir auch wieder ein Level up. Geräumiger Trankbeutel wird zur weiteren Vergrößerung der Inventarkapazität von Mitteln benötigt. Geil! Inventar maximal vergrößert. Du hast jetzt einen geräumigen Trankbeutel mit noch mehr Platz für deine Mittel. Die Kapazität erhöht sich je nach Gegenstand wie folgt. 8 Heiltränke, 5 Supertränke und Tonikums 4 Stück. Edle Tröpfchen. Bring deinen Trankbeutel und die Stärke deiner Mittel auf die höchstmögliche Stufe. Nice.
How was she?
Haben wir das auch fertig. Cool.
So, she don't need sails?
Na dann viel Spaß, Wolfi. In Diablo. Oh, unser Ruhm ist wieder hoch genug für eine neue Belohnung.
Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Unsterblicher Glaube. Wir sind die Schatten, die unter der Herrschaft des Phönix wachsen, und aus den Schatten heraus dienen wir unseren Herrn, wie auch jenen, die gewillt sind, seine Flügel zu sein. Die Ewigen. Ohrringe des flinken Schützen.
All yours. Come again. I may have more.
Verringert die Ladungszeit von Magieladung um 0,2 Sekunden. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Bisschen Hauptquest weiter, ne?
Covered in nicks and lumps.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Oha, Dion.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well.
Ja, die hat den ja gefunden gehabt, ne? Als er da umherzog und dann umgekippt ist. Vorhin. Aber ja, wird verdächtig mit der Kleinen.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Boah.
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Oha, bei den Hans haben wir einen neuen Punkt. Und einen neuen Brief haben wir auch da. Direkt mal gucken gehen. Oha, ein Rang S3. Der dreiköpfige Schrecken. Eine Handelskarawane auf dem Weg durch die Velkroy erzählte mir von einem furchterregenden Biest, dem sie auf ihrer Reise begegnet waren. Laut ihrer Beschreibung glich es Drache, Löwe und Skorpion zugleich. Chimera. Ich vermutete, dass sie ein Trugbild gesehen hatten, eine Illusion ausgelöscht durch die Wüstnitze. Doch auf ihren Stirnen stand kalter Angstschweiß und die Furcht in ihren Augen war echt. Ja, auf dem Weg durch Velkroy. Velkroy. Das war Dalmakia, oder? Hier, Velkroy-Wüste. Okay, gehen wir gleich mal gucken, aber erstmal unser Zimmer checken.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of...
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. It'd better all be here. Finished, are you?
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Echte Telamon-Qualität. Nochmal danke für deine Hilfe mit der Werkstatt. Ohne dich würden Owain und die anderen wohl immer noch Äther über einem popligen Lagerfeuer destillieren. Es gibt aber immer noch etwas zu verbessern. Also reg dich nicht auf, wenn ich mal wieder vor deiner Tür stehe und dich um mehr Sphären bitte oder so. Mit Schweif sind es 4. Clive, wir müssen nur noch einen einzigen Kristall loswerden. Sorg dafür, dass du ihn nicht verfehlst. Otto. Wir können auch mal wieder speichern, Freunde. Würde sagen.
Ready, go?
Wir checken das mal so randweise ab. Ich sehe ihn. Da ist er, da ist er, da ist er, da ist er. Wir haben ihn. Wir haben ihn. Ibims, du Bims, wir sind's. Alle sind's. Go-Chimera, Rang S. Oha. Der hat geschmeckt, Bruder. Und weg mit dem. Nice zu. Danke für die GGs und Level Up. Sehr geil. Okay, wir haben schon mal 3 Originalkums zusammen für Götterdämmerung. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Das ist gut. Dann können wir aber eigentlich zurück ins Versteck. Und mit Vivian quatschen.
Covered in nicks and lumps. I still say we're a compliment.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
Ich setz mal kurz Kaffee auf, während die erzählt.
The one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea. Tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, mate?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, haben wir es ja gut hingetimt. Ich habe mir das übers Handy mitgegeben, was da gequatscht wurde.
Back again?
Ah, perfektes Timing. Kaffee und so, fertig.
Study it well, Clive.
So. Haben wir schon wieder eine Nebenquest. Alter. Die haben es aber gut gemacht mit den Nebenquests hier.
Please, Your Grace, stay strong. Ah, my Lord Marquis.
Des Phönix Leid.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but...
But
his grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Tarja and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
Na klar, für Joshua machen wir alles, ey. Was für eine Frage.
Anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it? The stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood?
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
Das Phönix Leid. Alright, let's do this! Community! Komm, Mumuti. Oh.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Run like a wind. I'm riding on my chocobo. Hat mir nicht weitergeholfen. Ich kann keine Skills lesen. Ich bin doof.
Here's the aqueduct.
Was labert der Streamer da? Der lügt doch. Was kenne ich doch.
Just my luck. I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it.
Dieser eine Schlag, der kommt so instant immer. Eine wilde Kombination der Fähigkeiten hat ihn direkt in seinen Tod gerissen.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. Right. That should do it.
Das war schon easy peasy, ey. Ja, also so von der Dauer könnten wir alle Nebenquests sein. Mädchen, du weißt, es ist wahr. Wahr.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Komm nur, Titi.
Yote, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Auftrag abgeschlossen. Ey, das war eine flotte Sidequest. Das gefällt mir so. Na dann dürfen wir jetzt Hauptquest weitermachen. Im Namen der Community.
How do you split the sea?
Community Shuhui. Fußspuren.
I have no reason to assume other.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Mid said I can ride the Enterprise name.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
Und jetzt direkt, ich gehe. Oh, du hättest nicht einfach neben mir stehen bleiben können, du Otto.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.